Yeah, man, we got this that time of year. If you're a baseball fan, definitely basketball fan, football fan, we got it all. So we got a whole buffet of sports coming out now.
Absolutely, man. But baseball is like this that time of year, like you said, everything's there, right? And
Yep,
you don't know what to do. You got conflicts of interest everywhere.
yep. Just talking about this
Basketball
wife.
tonight, basketball tonight, or baseball. What we doing? You know,
Yeah,
watch both. How we gonna do this?
don't forget to throw the Netflix shows in there.
right.
You got that too. So, but yeah,
Where's some?
yeah, man. So, ooh, got a good number today.
Mm,
Episode 33. Who you got? You can go a couple ways with this one.
I know where you going. You like to throw them like to throw them hidden gems out there. So I know where you gonna go.
What do you
But
think?
I'm gonna go with the obvious, Scottie Pippen.
Oh, that's what I was going with. I'm a Bulls fan. You know that.
I'm gonna go with the obvious. I
Yeah.
thought you go Shaq LSU or something.
No, I can go Larry Bird.
Kareem.
Larry Bird, Kareem. I go,
And his 33s is out there.
wife, she a Knicks fan, so she throwing it. She said, sure you can go with Patrick Ewing today. I said, I wasn't plan on it. I was gonna go with Scottie Pippen, but since you mentioned it, I'll throw it out.
Yeah, 133. You think you did? Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah,
Yeah, he did. He did. I'm a shout out Pat, man. That's my guy, Georgetown
yeah, yeah.
University. Yes, sir.
Man, so man, let's where you want to start with NFL? I mean,
Ooh, there's so much to talk about, man.
yeah,
You know, we gotta talk about these commanders, bro.
hmm. Let's go there.
Um,
Right there
call
first.
him, you call him Teflon Don?
Stephon Don, man.
Teflon.
He dropping dimes on everybody.
Hey, look at here. I don't want this smoke.
Mm.
He sounded like Denzel on Training Day. I'm putting cases on all you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, he's serious, boy. You see him up in the booth on Thursday night?
Hey, man.
Hey, looking like he running from the feds, man. Like he on the lookout. That dude look shook.
He ain't look groomed or nothing. He definitely got
Yeah.
that money.
He ain't he look like he the cousin of somebody. That's somebody cousin. He like, hey man, who got that rock? I need it right now.
What'd you think about Jim Irsay?
Well, I mean, Jim always been upfront and candid with his conversations, man. So if I'm gonna take it for what it is, right? I believe he's done his homework, right? And I'm sure if he's talked to some folks.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? When you talk to Jim Irsay, right, and the owner said he doesn't talk to get to this number, right? They're gonna tell him what he want to hear,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then when it comes down to put up or shut up, right? They're gonna see who's voting where, and then they're gonna ride with their real homie. So
Right.
I
Well,
mean, he may have got 24. He may have got 24 when he talked to him, but then like I said, when it's that time, they're like, yeah, I changed my mind,
yeah. Well, here's my clue that something definitely will happen.
right?
Al Michaels, who's definitely connected all throughout the league, when he says it on nationally televised game,
Mm-hmm.
something about the move.
Yeah, he definitely said it. Definitely said that.
It's definitely gonna move. I mean, when he says that, you already know something gonna
Hey, what's up with Jerry Jones?
happen. I think Jerry, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure Snyder already got something on him. He got something on Kraft. He got something on everybody.
I mean, he's just gonna put their details in the streets, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's all he could do. But I mean, it is what it is, man. We already know what the league and the NFL owners like. We already understand what that is and what it takes to move or make stuff happen in that environment. So we gonna see. I want the cat gone for sure as a
Absolutely.
fan.
We need a new start, man.
Yeah, we do. We got a new team name. We need a fresh start for sure. How you feel about as a fan? How you feel about Wentz out for 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks?
I mean, you know what? Again, I'm gonna leverage the experts on this, right? The line actually went in their favor when Heineken got behind the helm.
I mean, yeah, because the bump is there. He's a fan favorite. The players love him, so they're gonna play better, right?
Yeah.
You would think they're gonna rally behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, all that's expected, right? You get a little bump there, so I mean that works out. It's the Packers coming off 2 losses.
Well, the Packers coming off two losses is not the same as Pats. And I'm glad you talked about them because I got a bullet point for you for them.
Are you talking about the press conference?
And I'm putting money behind it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear it.
They ain't making the playoffs.
Ooh, they're not gonna win the division.
Nope.
Who you got winning the division?
You already know. I bet you remember I told you at the beginning of the season. I got Minnesota. That's locked, signed, deal, delivered. That's done.
Okay. Let's see.
That's done. I mean, and then you look at what they got left right now. They got a 61% chance of not making the playoffs. The
Putting
Packers.
your money, putting no money on Kirk Cousins, huh?
Yeah, they got the Bills. They got the Cowboys. They got the Eagles. They got the Dolphins. They got the Vikings again. And I guarantee you they're gonna split with the healthy lines. They're gonna split with the Lions. They just don't have. You watch them play. They can't run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They can't defend the ball. Rodgers can't be protected. He can't throw the ball. They can't throw to anybody. How they gonna move the ball?
Yeah, they got a rough go of it, man. They've been having a rough go of it.
Yeah.
Like, pretty sure Rodgers did not foresee his offense looking like this when he decided to resign, right? But then Devontae Adams said, "Man, I need my coin. I'm out of here," and that changed everything, right? Because he was that guy, right? I mean, they had a decent running game when you had when you had the defense that was afraid of Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
They ain't got no wideouts that's gonna move the defense no more. So it's easy to put 8-9 on the box.
All right. This
Now
is
you
bad.
really,
It's a bad time for me to be quoting Kanye West lyrics,
oh yeah, you can't do that.
but I am in this case. It's hard to believe that one man got all that power. That's Devontae. Devontae Adams, he got that power.
Oh well, I wouldn't put it on one man, but I would definitely say that like the pieces, like when you like the puzzle pieces are the puzzle doesn't fit anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was part of the machine, right? He was part of that chain.
Yeah.
Take that link out, chain don't work. And right now, that offense ain't working.
It just looks bad, man. And again, like if you're betting against the Packers, you're good this year.
And this is one of those like bet on me type situations, right? I know my worth, right? But you don't know my worth. So allow me to show you, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on over here and see what y'all do without.
All right.
Yeah, they struggling.
The guy
However,
you yeah,
he's in Oakland, wishing he was in Green Bay.
100%. And he may not even make the playoffs. I got a list for the Raiders too, by the way.
Yeah. He's wishing he was still in Green Bay.
So I mean, would you think what was the big game that stuck out to you this past week?
We're gonna do this again, man. I had to bring up the Ravens again.
Mm.
Come on, man. I think me and you talked about this right after it happened, right? Lamar, and them turnovers that hurt him this time, right? Feel like, and I said this to you in text, right? Like Lamar is out here trying to prove his value. He's trying to prove his worth, but he doesn't understand. Like, you don't have to do everything,
Mm-mm.
right? You don't have to do everything. Put your team in a position to win. That's the goal. That's will be in the fourth quarter when y'all down, tied, whatever that looks like, right? So you got two losses when you should probably just kick the field goal, right? That could have won you the game.
Yep.
Those two losses on top of see if you'd have won those two games, right? This one we say, oh, this is an anomaly.
All right.
This is a one off. But you already got two bad losses, and then you compound those two with this one. The first two you could probably blame on coaching, but this one was all on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
There is nothing worse when you do all your research and you bet on the right side, and then quarterback of his stature throws the game. They 20-17 X, and he throws that horrible pass. By the way, fourth quarter, his passer rating is 56%.
Right. I
Terrible.
mean, and these are the stats that's going to be used against him
Yeah.
when it comes time to negotiate.
Yep.
However, after this season, right, like they have to pay him, right? You can franchise him. That's they're gonna be what 40 million a year,
Mm-hmm.
40 million for next year, right?
Yep.
We already seen how this goes played out with Kirk Cousins, right?
Yep.
So he gets 40 million next year just off the franchise tag. After that, the price went up. It goes up,
Yeah.
right? He's looking at 45 million the next year, right? If they don't pay him, and if they do pay him, they got to pay him at that rate. Oh, just get a man his money, man.
Yeah,
Just
I
pay
mean,
the money. It's cheaper. Like it's been proven that it's cheaper to just pay him the first time and not go through this franchise tag stuff.
right. And he's in a bad spot too because they're a good franchise. They're winning games. He'll make the playoffs, right? They're gonna give him his money. Now, you and
Mm-hmm.
I both would agree that he's got a good running back. Dobbins is back there. You know, he's got the concern with the ACL tear previously and all that. But other than Andrews, who's he throwing the ball to?
But
Drew
he
Brees?
ain't never had no receiver throw the ball to, right? So that's
That-
never
That's
like that's not like a
but that's the problem though, X. Like that's the problem. He gets this is the problem with him getting paid. Once he gets paid,
didn't
it
they
ain't
just
get
sign
it ain't
didn't
getting
they
better.
just didn't they just sign Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah, but I mean that it ain't getting better.
I
But
mean,
he
you're right because Deshaun gonna pull a hamstring because if he
yeah,
can't run, he's no good to you. That's been his MO every way he's been.
yeah. And when you need a wide receiver the most, he can't you're not winning the playoffs just throwing the ball to Andrew.
Yeah, yeah, and Andrews and I mean you got so I think like it has on paper it looks great, right? You got Andrews controlling the middle. He's kind of like your move the chains catcher, right? He's gonna get the first down when you need it, whether it's 1, 7, 6, 10 yards. He's gonna be right there with that 10 yard comeback,
Yep.
right? And you got Deshaun Jackson taking the roof off the place, because you know he ain't going across the middle.
Nope.
He ain't doing no slants. He ain't doing none of that. If he ain't running a hitch, I mean, if he ain't running a post or post corner or something, 15 yards and out, something like that,
Yep.
he's no good to you. So,
I'll give you a team right now. If they were to face the New England Patriots in the playoffs, now
mm,
the Ravens will be favored in that game, probably 3 points.
all right.
I'm betting on the Patriots. In fact, I won't even take the points. I'll bet straight up that New England will beat them in the playoffs because Belichick will scheme correctly what he needs to do to slow down Lamar Jackson, and they will beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah, Belichick's MO, like he's got that he's proven that he can do that, right? He can take away your best weapon, and Lamar Jackson is their best weapon.
Yep.
I mean, I can see that, but like I
Yep.
said, man, like they going through like Baltimore's going through all this not to pay him in in the long run. They're gonna have to pay him anyway. All that.
Yeah, yeah. And my ticket still looks good for the Bengals to win the division.
I hear you, man. We'll see how that plays out, though.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with Russ, man? I think you still defending Russ. I want to make sure you came over to my side.
So
Russ,
we can't. When you say Russ, I'm thinking Russell Westbrook now. The basketball
we
started.
getting to him too. We gonna get to him. We
I
gonna get
had to,
to.
I remember we was talking about football here. So you talking about Russell Wilson?
I'm talking about the one that's cooking in the microwave. He ain't cooking.
Man,
He cooking
and
on
we done
the
had this conversation, man. That dude ain't cooking right now. Like the ingredients he cooking with ain't making the same dishes he was making in Seattle. So yeah, it's he got a tough slate ahead of him. Got a tough slate, and he hurt too.
yeah.
So that insult to injury, right? Can't win no games when you're healthy, and then you're really probably ain't gonna be as productive as you playing hurt.
Was that you or Greg that posted that picture with her with Future?
Oh, that was great. Greg keep a meme on deck, man.
Right. I
Shout out,
saw that.
shout out to my man.
I lost it.
You know he on vacation in Vegas, I think. So yeah,
Yes, he is.
shout out to my guy.
Yeah, man. You mind if I give you my biggest disappointments and biggest surprise list for
Yeah,
NFL?
let's do it.
All right. Biggest disappointments in order. Broncos, Colts, Chargers, Raiders, and Browns. Those are my biggest disappointments.
Browns been disappointment list. I mean,
Yeah.
they always suck. Like I don't know
Well,
what's disappointment.
I expected them to be better and not lose some of the games that they lost that were close.
You expect them to be better with Deshaun Watson or Corey
No, no,
Brissett?
no. I'm saying there are some games that with Jacoby Brissett with that running attack they got, and then also the defense, they shouldn't have lost. They shouldn't have lost a couple of those games.
I mean, I hear you, but yeah, I don't know.
But that's why I got them at 5. I mean, when you look at the totality of everybody else, I can't be disappointed the rest of them because they practically where I thought they would be.
You expected the Packers to be where they are?
The Packers,
Yeah.
I definitely didn't expect them to be any better because not no Devontae, and I have to right because I didn't even pick them to win the division.
Okay, man, I got that. I don't know. I
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
I
I, I
mean,
don't, I don't I don't value the Rogers the way everybody else does. I know he's a highlight reel that everybody looks at on ESPN and they don't look at behind the scenes. I don't value
right.
him the same way. When
I
I
got
when I look at him, I look at the true numbers and what he does. I don't look at the lip service and the throws, and I don't look at that. He's not that same guy.
I see you. I hear you. I
Yeah.
hear you.
Biggest surprises in order: Giants, Jets. I'm gonna give a shout out to my man from Western University, Geno Smith. And it pains me to say this, I'm surprised by the Cowboys right now, where they're at.
Mm, I can see that. I'm surprised. You expect that when the backup comes in, there should be some drop off, and they didn't have any drop off, right?
Okay. I'm mainly surprised by their defense, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean
think,
their defense was stout last year. You expect their offense to struggle a little bit, but Cooper
yeah,
came in and kept them afloat and went perfect, honestly.
yeah.
So that brings up this when Dak comes back, right? They done gave you the Cooper done gave you the blueprint,
Mm.
right? Right, run the ball, then throw some, throw the ball when you have to, right? Not necessarily when because you want to,
yeah.
right? And then see how that plays out. Now, when the Cowboys come back and go on this losing streak,
You see
you gonna hear it.
you
You
thinking
gonna hear it.
they're gonna be looking up there in the booth at Jerry saying we won't
We
rush.
want Cooper. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
We want Cooper. You know what I mean? So all you gotta do is come out and throw one interception, two interceptions.
Yeah.
We want Cooper.
They're gonna be looking at
Oh
the
man.
sidelines at Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush gonna be looking around, not looking at the camera.
Man gonna have his headphone, his little earpiece in, like he don't hear nothing. Yeah, bro, you hear it. You hear it, dog.
Uh,
Clipboard and earpiece in hand, like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. Oh no, I don't know what's going on.
Man.
Hey man, but I will definitely say the Giants is a surprise, right?
Mm.
And you probably get to see, and I would think as long as they stay healthy, they can continue to do some things, right? I'm happy to see it.
You know what surprised me, X? Who are they throwing the ball to? Like, how would
Yeah,
they
yeah.
if it ain't my man
But they're throwing to
right,
Saquon Barkley, but
yeah, if they not giving him the ball, who they throwing the ball to? That's how they
but
moving the ball.
they done got real creative on how to get him the rock.
Yeah.
Wildcat, screen, um, direct snap, whatever it is, like he gets majority of the work in
Right.
some form or fashion. And then their defense is solid, right? So I mean, they might have got lucky a couple times. They might luck has been on their side here and there. So I mean, it works out.
We need a
I'm
Brian Dable or somebody like that come to Washington.
I wouldn't go that far.
We need somebody like that. I mean, look, I mean, better
I
than
mean,
what we had.
I don't mean no, I don't mean no harm, man. But we ain't at full strength either, right? And that's a part of football, right? So Chase Young ain't played, right? And then Wentz goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Robinson gets injured, gets shot up in the city before the first game. Like all that matters, man. It changes your outlook on stuff. It changes the way you do things. And then you got folks that ain't prepared or who may not be as prepared to step in and they get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we won a game we shouldn't have won against the Bears. Wentz, even with a bad finger, threw for like 90 yards. Right? How did you win that game?
That was terrible.
Yeah, right. We got special teams help. Defense did their thing. Here we are. Well, 12-7.
Can I be on? Can I be fair and say I think the Jets would beat us by more than 10 points?
I mean, you probably I think you said that before.
That's
That's
just
why I say like, hey, I don't expect us to win this weekend. To be honest with you, I can't see the Packers losing the three NFC East teams.
me either. I do see it. So right now the spread is 5.5. I think it actually went down to 4.5,
Right?
which means a lot of people are betting on Commanders right now. I just don't see the Packers beating anybody by more than 4 points. I really don't. Not
Yeah,
when they're on the field.
and you got to think about. I think we played the Packers last year with Heineke behind the court behind the center, and we almost won that game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they would
That was the
have.
game he slid too early before he went in the end zone. What?
Yeah, man, yeah, but he learned from his mistakes. Ready now.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
We'll see.
All right, so we talked about Snyder update already. I had that on the list. Did you watch the Bama Tennessee game?
I did. I
Ooh,
did. Man, I
give me
did.
your thoughts on what you saw.
Um, so I'm gonna say Bama made some crucial mistakes.
Mm,
Right, that penalty on the not the penalty, but the turnover on the kicker on the punt that allowed Tennessee to score.
yep.
Right, that hurt tremendously. Especially when you get into a one possession game and you lose.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that and you say, right, things would have been different had you not done that. Right. I mean, Bryce Young looked okay. He didn't wow me. But he played well. They were able to move the ball. Defense couldn't stop. Like Tennessee was just better. Right?
I had to go back and look. I didn't realize he threw for 455 yards.
Yeah, like man, they moved the ball. Like the scoreboard tells you they did that thing like on both sides. Like defense was not even in the game,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so when you look at that, right? Alabama's always had trouble with running quarterback.
Yeah.
Tennessee's quarterback is mobile, man. That dude can throw the ball when he needs to, and he scat on out of there and he like I don't want to compare him to Cam Newton,
Yep.
but when I watch him play, that's what I think, right? It's two
He
yards, any 5 yards or less, he's a serious threat,
tough, man.
right? Serious, right? And I don't care if you got a spot or not. You got to run on the college level. You got to run a guy to the sideline for 5
Right.
yards.
He
It's,
right up 85 X. He from Greensboro.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Right
Right?
behind my grandmother's house over in Greensboro.
I hope he just know that you can't do that in NFL.
Nah.
Everybody in NFL got speed, man. So you can't outrun nobody.
Well, he catapulted himself up. He's number 2 on the Heisman list in the Heisman.
He should be. He should be. He should be. I think he earned that based off his performance against Alabama.
Yeah.
Here's the question though, right? Where's how far does Alabama fall now with that loss?
I could tell you. They are 6.
So they swap spot.
Huh?
So they swap spot. I want to say Tennessee was like 6.
They were third. Yeah, yeah. They basically swapped spots. And I think so Georgia's 1, Ohio State's 2, Tennessee 3, Michigan 4, Clemson 5, who I expect to get upset this weekend by Syracuse,
Mm-hmm.
and Bama 6. Bama still has to play at Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss can beat Bama with the talent they have.
Right. And they're gonna have to play Georgia in somewhere in the championship, probably SEC championship.
It had to be an SEC championship, but here's the thing: so Alabama would have to get past Ole Miss to do that, and then I think Tennessee, yeah, Tennessee plays Georgia on November the 5th. So if Tennessee beats Georgia, Alabama wins out, there'll be a rematch in the SEC championship.
Hmm. So right now, what you're telling me is Tennessee and Georgia control their own destiny. As long as they win out, they should be good.
Until
'Cause
they
I would think because you would think they beat Tennessee, don't beat Georgia. I mean Tennessee beat Alabama. So
right.
if Georgia was to beat Tennessee, then those two would still meet in the SEC championship.
Yeah, and the way I see it is whoever the loser is of the SEC championship, whoever's undefeated. So whether it's Tennessee or Georgia, if they lose to Alabama in the SEC championship, the way it works, both contestants from that game will be in the playoff.
Yeah, like whoever's in the SEC championship game, those two teams are going to get in the playoff.
Yeah, because the Big Ten is going to knock each other off, right? Because you got Ohio State 2, Michigan 4. They play at the end of the year, so one of them are going to win. They're going to knock one of the other out.
Right.
I don't see Clemson going undefeated. I just don't. Yeah, I think Michigan or Ohio State will go undefeated,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever comes out of the SEC, that they're going to be in that SEC championship game against Alabama, and that will determine the shape.
But here, and so I'm gonna tell you this now, as we sit and talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama will find a way to be into the college football playoff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
They will find a way. Or the committee will find a way to put them in one way or the other.
Not as a 2 loss though. They would have right now the way it stands. They have to win the SEC championship. They can't get in as a 2 loss.
I mean, I understand that, but they could still get to the SEC championship with a 2 loss as a 2 loss.
Well, so SEC championship, the way that's worked based on the ranking. You know, they got the 2 legs.
Right. I think East and West, something like that.
They will have to beat Ole Miss. That's the team that stands in their way.
I think they'll get that done because they're gonna have, like I said, they college football playoff with Alabama.
Yeah, it'd be kind of
And
weird.
Clemson for that matter, because Clemson has proven that they are championship worthy.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird.
We'll see how that plays out, man. It's gonna be exciting coming. It's gonna be exciting closing to the season.
Now, Alabama, I would be honest with you. I know we're not accustomed to seeing Saban lose 2 games in a row, but they do play Mississippi State this weekend, and they got a passing attack that's pretty serious.
Oh yeah, he ain't doing that.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that kid that muffed that punt, you probably not see the field again this season.
right.
It's all for that until Bama is guaranteed to be in the championship game. Oh boy, might not play again.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You cost us the championship because you muffed the punt. Oh yeah,
Saving like Belichick from that standpoint, man.
Man, did you see him go nuts? Did you see him after that?
Yeah, man.
You know, I understand how the networks work and TV, and I understand how somebody had to get on that censor button real quick. If you heard that you heard him on the sideline, buddy.
Hey,
I read his lips pretty good.
he
Are
turned
you doing?
the same color as that red on his shirt.
Hey man, what the French are you doing? I read that plain as day. I just want to know, and help me. I want to know how you get the job of holding a cup of water, Gatorade, whatever that is.
Oh,
You see the cat running around behind Nick Saban, just back there with a cup in his hand. How you get that job?
I got one better for you.
How you get that job?
My son, we all went to the college football game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know the guys be standing on the sidelines with the red shirts. These are the TV commercial guys.
Yeah, with the vest or whatever.
And they come out with the sign, and it basically shows the countdown for when the commercial break ends.
Mm-hmm.
Just guess how much they make.
I mean, it's cool, 6 figures, I'm sure.
Well, college is 80,000.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize I will definitely do like as much as I love college football? Like I love college football.
That's easy. That's easy money.
I will fly out on a Friday after working all week and wherever they want me to go. I don't care if it's West Coast.
Working all week. I ain't got to work nowhere. I'm getting 80 million. I'm getting 80,000 right here.
Yeah, sign me up.
I'm on vacation during the week. Where my game at? Oh, I'll be there on Friday.
Pasadena, I'm there.
I don't care where it's at. I'm flying out on Friday, bro.
Yeah,
if it's in a warm state, I might fly out on a Wednesday.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
A couple days.
But yeah, in the NFL, they got the dudes in the vest with the gloves, man. So the referee can find them quick. Yeah.
155 for them.
Man, look at here. How you get these jobs, man?
That's
I'm not seeing these on Indeed or LinkedIn nowhere. Like, where is that? Where these job boards at?
My son looked it up. He said, Dad, I got to get my resume right.
Yeah, man. How you get this gig? Yeah, how you do it? How is that even possible?
Hey.
What's the resume look like for this job? Like, what's the qualification? What's the criteria? Yeah, I know I can hear somebody in my ear say, "Hey, we're going commercial." I know I can do that very well.
That's it. That's it. And, look, we was looking at him. My man had his phone out the whole time. He wasn't even looking at the game.
Nah, man, we ain't watching no game.
He was just scrolling.
Mm-hmm. Going to commercial. Cool. Let me step on out here real quick. My hands up. You see these gloves over here? Look over here, dog.
Right.
Commercial.
Put his phone. I'll be right back, dog.
Man, hey, shorty, we still good for 5:30.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We still good for 5:30. The game should be over at 4:45. And I'm eating shower and train. I'll be there. You
see me on TV? You see me?
Mm-hmm. Hey, check me out right now. Look right now. You see me with the gloves.
So you around this weekend?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I got a game I want you to watch. I want you to watch Syracuse, Clemson, and I want you to watch the running back from Syracuse, who's an All-American, number 34. I want you to watch the quarterback, who's a transfer. My man is like a robot. He can sling that thing 80 yards, probably on one knee, and he can run.
Got that Patrick Mahomes gun.
Clemson is in trouble.
Hmm.
Clemson's favored by 13, by the way, but they still in trouble.
Hey, we shall see. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, yep.
Looking forward to it,
So opening night, man. NBA, what'd you think?
bro. So Ime Udoka's in trouble.
Hmm.
That dude's in serious trouble. If Boston stays healthy and plays the way they did, he ain't. We already know he ain't come back to the bench, but they're gonna have a very valid reason why he shouldn't be. They like Boston look good, and Philly just look like Philly, man. Like they do the same stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
they try to find new ways to get Joel the ball, but James Harden still doing the same step back. And he ain't doing nothing fancy, nothing different. He still look old, out of shape, man.
You know, I'm West Virginia born. Shout out to Coach Missoula, Boston, Boston Celtics interim coach.
Yeah, man. He doing.
Midwestern University. Shout out to Missoula.
I mean, like they're not gonna score. Jaylen Brown and Tatum ain't gonna score 35 apiece every night, right?
Yeah.
However, they still look nice. They look good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so
I know what you're excited about tonight, though. Look at that. I see it. You got your colors on already and everything, boy. I know you ready to watch Ben Simmons out here tricking off these layups.
finals, baby. We going to finals. I'm not a Nets fan or Bulls fan, but I am a we when I say Brooklyn Nets with me and you talking. So
I know that's right. I know you ready to watch your boy out here trick off these layups. I know you looking forward to that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it, baby. Give me pass that ball out from the paint with nobody around. Do it. Do it.
I do got to see what the project look like.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm excited to see Kyrie healthy and back in the building.
Uh-huh.
I'm excited. That dude's must see TV, man.
Yeah, yeah,
His handle, like his shot making ability. That dude must see TV.
yeah.
KD gonna be KD. Like it's not flashy. It ain't nothing elegant.
Mm-mm.
He gonna get his points. Or he gonna hit his shot. So,
Yeah,
I'm excited to watch him myself.
I can't wait to see them. I mean, what you think of Hart, man? Hart looked a little bit better than X, right?
Can't agree with you on that one.
I mean, he compared to last year. We got to say compared to last year.
Nah, can't. Harden does the same thing. That little step back three, that crossover. Like look at like this game ain't changed to me. Like it's the same.
You want to know who did look good though? There's a kid that played at Kentucky, that played on that Philadelphia 76ers team. Maxie will carry that team.
I think my headset went out. What you say?
Oh, you heard me.
I could. No. Something happened.
That kid Maxie X Maxie. Oh, speaking of max contracts, Maxie will get a max contract.
Oh well. Speaking of max contracts, you gotta talk about your boy.
Let's go into that.
You gotta talk about your boy.
Which
You're gonna
one?
be upset, bro.
Two of them got paid.
Huh?
Two of them got paid. One of them didn't.
Jordan Poole
And Wiggins.
and Wiggins. Yeah, I mean, old boy coming to the ring looking like money ain't gonna get no money. So just said, man, you can wear all the green suits you want, looking like a leprechaun, man. No, sir.
You want to change his Twitter tag from Money Green? You want to change it?
Nah, I ain't changing this to the past. I mean, so here's the thing. And so you watched that game. Y'all watched that game for the first half last night. Like, Draymond Green is invaluable to Golden State and what they do on the floor. He takes a lot of pressure off of Curry and Thompson, right? And Poole for that matter. Because these dudes can just run around and get open. He gonna drop it down when they ready, right? But you put him on any other squad without the ability to shoot the basketball like that, he ain't gonna be as effective.
Problem.
Sorry. And he can't put points on the board to make up for the loss. So he's gonna be exposed for what you're gonna get. There will be an NBA franchise that's gonna pay him because he's a four-time champion with the Golden State Warriors.
Yep. As long as he don't come to Chicago.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Detroit somewhere playing with them dudes, talking about something. That's how we do it in Golden State. And guess what?
They were like, well, Steph ain't here.
Yeah,
Like,
clang. You want me to do what? You want me to do what? Run around how many times and then just fry that thing up? Nah, I can't do it.
Hey, did you watch the ceremony, raising the flag?
Yeah, I did.
So did you watch it from the perspective that I watched it from? Me and the wife. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
you want to see how they interact with each other?
I was clowning. I was
Yeah,
clowning.
yeah. You want to see how they
I was
interact
waiting.
with each other? Yeah.
I saw the one time he had his arm around Steph, and then Draymond was like right on the next side of him. But I
Mm-hmm.
never saw him. I never saw him cross paths.
But here's the thing, like it's also like, cause obviously that's why I watched the first half for to see how they interact. You can see them on the court, like it's the same thing, right? Because I think Draymond dropped a dime to Curry, right? It was a big deal. And I want to say either Poole dropped a dime to, I think Draymond dropped a dime to Poole as well,
Yeah,
or vice versa, right? He threw him a pass for a layup, they scored, and back down the court, like Poole was down the court first. So when Draymond got there, like he just did one of these blind like high fives. I ain't even look at him, ain't nothing.
yeah,
Like I understand what that is, right? We gotta play cool because we out here, but we ain't really cool,
yeah.
right? Don't let me catch you locker room by yourself type. It's you know what I mean? It's so and that's gonna be there. They ain't gonna talk about it. The networks ain't gonna hype it up or expose it for what it is, but we know. We know.
Here's where I'm at though. If what you're saying happens, he ends up in Detroit, or probably gonna ride LeBron's coattail some kind of way. Uh, and can you imagine Draymond on the opposite team going against Gold State? Do you realize the fool this man gonna act?
I do, and I realize he's gonna be talking the most crap. He's gonna be calling out plays, and he's gonna be bumping stuff on that little down screen,
You
all
know it.
that.
You know
Like,
it.
he know all the tricks. He gonna be exposing them all. I got it. But four-time champion is four-time champion. I don't care how you slice it.
Yeah, yeah.
At the end of the day, Draymond Green will go into the Hall of Fame as a Golden State Warrior.
Mm.
So that's gonna be that.
All right, let's talk about Russ, man. I'm just gonna sit here and let you talk about Russ, and then I'm gonna chime in.
I mean, ain't nothing changed, bro. Like Russell Westbrook is Russell Westbrook. Like he's over. He's done.
Mm.
And any basketball player understands the wear and tear on your knees, right? And how that affects your athletic ability, right? And he's always been an athletic guy. He never transitioned into a jump shooter.
Right,
And now he's at an age where he can't blow by people.
right.
He ain't jumping over people.
Mm.
And he ain't got no jump shot. So he's extremely ineffective at the moment.
Wait, what's the word?
Jason Kidd, now I'll compare them to Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, when he came into the league, couldn't shoot the ball for nothing.
Not better.
When he got to Dallas, he was knocking it down.
He was one of
Right?
the ones that was shooting it.
He was spot up shooter, easy, knocking it down. Westbrook never evolved, man. No evolution there.
But he's shooting now. What they?
Hey, self check.
No, what's the word? What's the word they yelling?
Rebound.
Right.
Box out. Rebound.
He hit all over the court.
Hey, what my man say on White Man Can't Jump? Clank.
Right.
Clank. We building a homeless shelter with all these bricks you shooting, dog. We building a homeless shelter. Keep shooting.
Yeah. You heard what Barkley said?
Nah, I missed it, bro. I went to sleep.
Barkley said he was upset, man, because he said he felt like the Lakers beat the love of the game out of Russ.
I saw the quote. Like he ain't got no love for the game no more because he in LA. I saw the quote. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what I saw too. Like Russ one of them dudes that he hates the media at this point. He don't want nothing to do with the media. But he wanted the media to throw him a lifeline so bad. When that dude asked him how his hamstring was doing, Russ answered every question clear. I got a hamstring problem. Yeah, it felt like, me coming off the bench, did some damage. I don't know how to stretch and warm up. I'm like, man, it's over.
Here's the thing, man. So let's talk about this real quick. And I understand drama sells.
Mm-hmm.
The media, when they ask these questions, right, they just trying to poke the bear. They want you to go off.
Oh yeah.
They want to hear, like, they want that, they want the hot take, as you call it, right?
Yep.
Man, if I was Russell Westbrook in this environment, like Marshawn Lynch stole the show when he was like, "Just here so I don't get fined." Like that's my line, bro. Like I'm just here so I don't get fined. When you think about X, Y, and Z, just here's what I don't get fined. Like,
That's
it
way
ain't my job to think about X, Y, and Z. It's my job to go out here and play, and execute the plays the coaches call. That's it. That's all I'm here for.
yeah.
And if they don't get it right, or we have a bad night, I did the best I could. I'm gonna collect my check and I'm going to the house. Wife and kids there, I'm cool. See, so I don't get fined, man. That should be his line from here on out. LeBron was like, "Yeah, we just ain't got the shooting, dog. We just can't shoot the ball." Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like LeBron was real matter of fact. LeBron was like, "I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear because I'm gonna get my check and go home, my wife and kids."
right.
Right.
You just say
I
I'm
got two. I got two young guns about to come in this league. Y'all better be careful. Better watch out. And them boys are teammates this year too.
right.
Ooh,
I
might have
like
to.
Bryce. I like Bryce. I'm still jury's out on me with Bronny. I seen Bronny play enough. But
You seen the commercials, man? Like you talking about get this money?
hey,
Man.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm
Nah, man, that's different than that's not the way LeVar Ball did it, but
yeah.
the results are still the same. Well, it will be the same once the dudes make it to the league.
Huh?
Boys, talk about the LeBron effect.
Yeah, I
Hey
mean,
man,
listen.
hey mom said you want sushi or taco.
Hey, any table that he goes to, he has the bargaining power to bring along whatever deal he wants.
Yeah. Like and the sad and the piece of it is, hey, you want me? If you get, like, he can go wherever he want, right? I'm coming to your school and
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing my dad with me. Like what? Come on, come on. I
I,
would, I would, I would. I'll be honest with you though, because of who they are and who their dad is,
mm-hmm.
I would almost encourage them to go G League.
I think so. You mean and not even do that first year of college?
Yeah, just go G League.
Mm.
It'll benefit you better in the long run. You'll get the NBA experience in the G League, and you're gonna be drafted because that's because of who your dad is. So I would say go G League.
Yeah, I can
Here's
see
the thing: if you go to the college level, right, you go get this NIL deal, and you're gonna end up on a college team, right? If you have a bad showing in the NCAA or don't make the NCAA tournament, that changes your draft. That changes everything.
yeah.
You go to G League, you in the G League. You playing against NBA caliber players off the rip.
I agree. I agree.
So I think it's better for your development. Just go on to the G League, man. Collect that check, go buy a bus, so y'all riding comfortable, like MJ did. Hey man, and enjoy it. And enjoy it.
I got a challenge for you. Will the Lakers make the playoffs?
Oh, now let's say tweak the roster.
Mm.
I'm talking like I saw somewhere with DeMar DeRozan as an option, and I forgot who the point guard is. Um, coming back from Chicago. I forgot his name. I forgot his name just that fast.
Done.
Who?
Who'd you say? You
The
said
point guard, the one that was in LA first and went to Chicago.
done.
No, man. The white dude, man. I can't think of his name.
Oh, bald eagle. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Those two go back to LA for Russ. Right, seeing Russ in Chicago. That
But
might make it.
I'm a
That
Bulls
might
fan. We can't do that.
that might make a difference. But outside of that, yeah, I don't know.
As a Bulls fan, I veto that. We can't do that. That ain't even part of the discussion.
Oh,
I
yeah. I
don't.
mean, outside of like they need major roster improvements. And here's the thing about having two guys collecting these max checks.
Mm-hmm.
You got money for everybody.
Mm.
All right. And these dudes are past their prime to where they can't carry the bathwater, man. They just can't do it.
And they just look slow, man. They just look. You know.
They look old, man. They old. They
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
LeBron is 38, right? You know what? Now I know what 38 feels like on a basketball court. You know what that feels like.
you see it.
And not at the NBA level, right? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, things change, man. He ain't got it. They're gonna struggle, man. They're gonna struggle mightily. They might not even be AC if the boys stay healthy, man. Pelicans will be the AC.
So what I got to do to back you off the Bucks being in the finals?
Say what?
But how much? What I gotta sell you on to get you to understand that the Nets is coming out the East and not the Bucks.
Man, what I gotta help. Man, you know NBA politics better than I do.
Oh, you going that angle?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
sure. You know NBA politics. Which is better for the game? Kyrie and KD in the finals or Giannis?
I don't know, man.
Which
I,
is better for the game? It ain't the American-born Kyrie and KD. It ain't that. We talking about you trying to grow internationally here. You're trying to continue to grow internationally.
hmm.
Giannis. Giannis.
I see what you're saying with that, but it's like I think that team and as dynamic as it is, it's just better basketball to watch.
I understand. You're right. As an American man who has played basketball, you're right. Nobody wants to see Giannis go to his three moves. Nobody wants to see that.
So you get
However,
you get 3 moves this year.
that's all you got. That's it. He gonna that's all he got, man. That's
Right.
it. But outside of that, anybody trying to see Kyrie pound the ball into the pavement and then hit some crazy layup, like it looks great. That's entertaining. However, it ain't Giannis. It doesn't help the international game at all.
I feel you on that. I mean, you can counter that though if Dallas get in, got Luca.
They ain't ready yet. As long as I promise you, Golden State stay healthy, they're a tough beat.
Yeah, Golden State.
They're tough out.
Let's talk about Golden State.
Hey man, they're the closest to a juggernaut that we done seen since Michael Jordan in the '90s.
And give me the young talent that they have there. Give me
Right, right,
their young talent against anybody.
right. And Watson didn't even play last year. He on the floor, right? Just saying, and they got vets like Poole and who's the big? I forgot. Can't think of the big man name just that quick. But like that,
Domingo, is that you talking about?
yeah. Like they got veterans, like dudes that ran the gauntlet last year,
Yeah,
can now lean on that experience to do it again this year.
that's what's
They
frustrating.
got to be the favorite to repeat. They got to be the favorite. Huh?
Most definitely, they definitely.
Unless they healthy, they got to be the favorite. Like even with a healthy Milwaukee team in the finals, they're not going to be Golden State healthy.
So Celtics, and I'm looking at it right now. Celtics and Golden State have the same odds.
So will lose in the playoffs, right? Because they'll be exposed by the lack of coaching experience, right? That's going to get them, and that's going to hurt them in the final. Ime was the exception to the rule because he came out of San Antonio.
Yeah.
Right. So he was under the thumb of Pop. So he learned a lot.
Right.
The new guy was under Ime Doka. He ain't necessarily learned everything Pop had to share. Right. So he's gonna struggle when it comes to coaching and adjustments and all that stuff
Right.
in the playoffs. That's required. But the coaches are the most important.
I agree with that.
They gotta make in-game adjustments. They gotta make game-to-game adjustments, right? Ime Doka do that based off of his understanding of how Pop did things. That's where the coaches will get exposed. They have a good regular season, they're gonna be great. But coming playoffs from this game to game, in game, they're gonna struggle.
Guess who's number 3 on the list, by the way?
For what?
Win the championship.
Jersey. I knew you was going there. I knew you, but they're number 3.
Locked in. I'm locked
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, they're gonna need somebody to get hurt or whatever before they even sniff the finals. They're gonna need two people to get hurt at least.
Speaking of
Steph Curry, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
yeah,
Those two get hurt, they are locked for the finals.
you need 2 people.
If they stay healthy, they ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it.
Speaking of email, by the way, I'm scrolling through Instagram. Couldn't even remember that. You know how you follow somebody, you don't remember you follow them?
Mm-hmm.
I realized I followed Nia Long, right? She had a glamour pitch up there, had a quote, strong black woman quote.
Mm-hmm.
I could just imagine my man. I'm pretty sure I don't know if he got Instagram or not, but if he do, I'm sure he was scrolling through and saw it.
Nah, let me tell you what, Ime. And see, this the part I might get in trouble for this one, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And Ime Adoka, right, based off of what the relationship that him and Nia have,
Yeah.
right? That's different than what you see in the media.
Mm-hmm.
She got to play the victim, or I ain't she's playing the victim, but she's got to be distraught. I mean, she never really said she was upset. I mean, I might have missed it because I don't follow her and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know.
You keep it low key.
I understand, right? So behind closed doors, like they probably still doing their thing, having a great time, while everybody else talking about it because she don't care. And from what I have read, if they had an open relationship, she ain't got nothing to complain about. Like she can't necessarily hold his feet to the fight, right? Where he messed up at is by who he was dealing with, right? Out of all the folks in the world,
You chose that one.
you chose that one. You got the green light from your woman, and you went after that.
That one.
Come on, bro. You asking for trouble. Come on, bro.
Not well. There's no way for me to say it discreetly. I mean, it's not just that one. It's deeper than that. But you get what I'm saying when I say you
Oh,
chose
it's that one. It's just
that
that one.
that one.
The boss's wife, bro. It's that one.
Yeah.
Anybody else, you'd have been great. You'd have been good.
Right. Right.
You'd be on the sideline this year trying to repeat. And Nia at home having a grand old time, or Nia sitting courtside
Right.
with the sun in green. We good. But you chose that one now. All your business in the street.
Here's how bad it is, X. They went and got a compilation of video where they show my man going to the locker room and that is patting him on the back.
Yeah,
Walk
like
by 2 or 3 people, hugs her, but dap up everybody else. It's bad, man. It's bad.
it's like that's the one. What's the that's the come on, man.
Yeah.
That's that belong to come on, man segment. Come on, man. That one. That one.
I know my man, he got rid of all technology in his house. He ain't got no Amazon Alexa. He ain't got
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You got to remember, man. Like if it would have never have come out, he wouldn't have no problems at home because she was okay with it.
yeah.
She cool with it. It's
Yeah.
just the audacity to think that it's okay to sleep around the boss's wife.
Mm.
Like that's as a man, like there's a certain you just can't cross certain lines, bro.
Right. You gotta be smarter than that. You're right. You gotta.
Come on, dog. Yeah, he like
If it is true what they said, you know it's bad when they said some of the. They didn't reveal who. They said a couple of the starters are the one that came to the
man,
front.
they said it was the whole starting five, bro. All of them got together and said, "Yeah, we're gonna go together because this is just that big. Like, we
That's
can't."
personal, man.
Yeah. I mean, hey, dog, we just can't have this.
Mm.
Like you broke the man code. You broke the man law. The man code law. Can't do it, dog. Can't support you on this one, right? You know, we keep a secret or whatever. Can't support you on this one, dog.
Right. Right.
Can't be on. We can't be on. When it does come out, we can't be on the. When they ask like, who else knew about this? We can't be in that, and then they come and ask like, why I didn't say nothing. Can't. I can't hold this one for you.
So he's done from the league for good, right?
Think so? Yeah.
That was a question. I was asking you. What do you think?
He can coach in LA.
Oof.
He can go to LA. They don't have that clause in their contract.
You said from that perspective.
Yeah. They don't have that clause in their contract. You can go to LA.
Oof. I just think, man, it's bad, man. I don't think.
Now, so here's the thing. And because he can coach, because he's proven that he can coach, right? He will go to a franchise. They ain't worry about who you messing around with, public or whatever.
Who comes back, him or Groot? Who's
Him,
back? Groot.
oh, he come back first because Gruden did some racist stuff. It ain't what he did wasn't racist.
Groot. This is where it's funny. It comes all full circle. Gruden stuff it might be revealed even more if Snyder has his way. I think Snyder. Here's what I think Snyder gonna do. I don't have.
Yeah, he got some tricks and he got some gems in the bag.
Let's just assume this is a folder, and magically there's gonna be some emails in that folder, like printouts of emails.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be just laid down somewhere. Somebody will pick them up. It's gonna have email threads that are about concussion, Kaepernick, nailing the racist tweet of
Mm.
emails back and forth. It's gonna magically appear. We gonna know it's
Hey man, so I flashed back to a movie I watched. Right, I can't. Man, what's the name of this movie? Oh, The General's Daughter.
okay.
In this movie, the general's daughter was raped in OCS training, right? Officer Candidate School. She was raped.
Okay.
Right. She went to see a therapist, right, and exposed it all to the therapist. But the therapist couldn't tell because of the confidentiality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the general's daughter goes on to be an officer and does all this other great stuff, right? But then she commits suicide. Right? And they come in and investigate. And on the investigation team is a woman. The woman finds out about the rape, right? But nobody is going to tell who did what, how, and why, and all that kind of stuff, right? And so the woman investigator goes back to the therapist and talks to him about the general's daughter. And she tells him, she's dead, blah, 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 blah. We're trying to investigate, yada, yada, yada. Anything you could tell us would be great. Would be very helpful. Now he says, because he knew her and he was very fond of her, he
Mm-hmm.
was like, now I can't tell you what I know because of um, you know, patient client confidentiality, right? However, I'm gonna go take a walk and I'm gonna grieve a little bit. Whatever you hear while I'm walking, so be it.
Right. Right.
This dude walks in the garden and he's just spilling the beans on everything, right? It was these guys was on her team and these dudes was the ones that did he didn't say names, but he gave her all the clues to go back into the yearbooks, find the roster, get the names, and investigate these dudes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Snyder.
That's Snyder. You're right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say who did what, but if I happen to rant in the privacy of my home and you get a tape off of my Alexa camera, so be it.
He gonna say stuff. That ain't the first time my man was videotaping them.
Hey, he gonna have a whole. He gonna have a what's the Clippers owner do? He gonna have a whole one of those conversations out here.
Yeah.
Stop bringing these dudes to my games.
Snyder like that ain't the first time that they was recording practices.
Yeah, he gonna have one of those moments. He's just gonna be talking to himself randomly, and then somebody gonna hear it, and it's gonna be out in the streets. That's how that's gonna pop off.
That ain't the first time he was in a brothel.
Yeah, man. That dude go to brothels, address is this, and here's the contact, all that, man. Yeah, he just
Him
showed.
and the guy in Dallas.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be out there in these streets, and they're gonna, you know what they're gonna say? Anonymous sources.
Hey, you know
Anonymous source said,
the envelope is gonna have top secret on it.
yeah, man. Like
It's gonna magically appear somewhere. You watch.
that dude gonna be all over it, bro. Can't, man.
I
I
would
just can't.
love to be a fly on the wall in the owners' meetings and everybody looking. Nobody want to sit beside him.
When is the meeting? Like this week? It's next week?
They just had it.
Oh, well, they probably if they voted on it, it's been out there in shoes already.
You hear what Jerry said about said to Kraft?
Nah, I missed. I heard they got into a little back and forth.
Yeah, they were supposedly there's a lot of owners in favor of extending Roger Goodell, but Jerry Jones isn't.
Yeah, I heard that part.
And Jerry Jones looked over at Kraft, said, "Don't f with me."
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. But how you feel about that Roger Goodell situation though? Think he should be? You think he should be extended?
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, what are we judging him on if it's bad? Like, I don't see where he's done anything bad.
Well, see, that's the part. Like, we're not necessarily in the know as to his KPIs, right? What are his key performance indicators to
Exactly.
say like, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what the owner's looking at and how that works out. Dude makes 48 million a year no matter what. So
Right.
what is he doing? What has he done that hasn't benefited the league?
So here's the thing. It's a problem.
Outside of, I'll take that back. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'll take that back. I know he has been publicly advocating for more African American coaches, and he's been on the side of Kaepernick and trying to get
Right.
back in the league. Like he held the practice. Like So I'll take that back. He has done some things to benefit African Americans and go in line with the way the trends of today.
Yeah,
That these folks just ain't gonna go for it if they don't have to.
right. They're not going.
So I was that might have a lot to do with why Jerry was like, nah,
That
oh
might
no,
be
that
that might be the biggest KPI right there.
yeah, right. Because when you think about when you get into those details, right, you don't know what he's saying to them behind closed doors to get them on board, and they just not doing it because they don't have to.
But it's a product. It's crack that sells itself, right?
Right, right.
As much as we say how bad these games are on Thursday nights, right? Like even if it's not your team, guess what's gonna happen? People gonna be like, man, this game is gonna be terrible,
Mm-hmm.
awful. And then like first quarter comes, and man, I can't believe I'm watching this game. Second quarter, man, did you see that play?
Mm-hmm.
You see what they said at halftime? All I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is they watching the game. The ratings is going up. It's gonna sell itself.
Here's the thing, right? So, like, when it comes to these games on Thursday night, every team has to have them.
Right.
They just have to do a better job of selecting who plays when, right? You have to have a marquee team playing against a bum, keep the ratings up. But then you got those fans that say, "Oh, I'm not watching this because it's gonna be a blowout." But on the off chance that this might be the game that they get upset, like you have to watch those games. But you can't have the Jets playing the Browns.
Yep.
You might want to see that.
But here's a secret they know it. They know there's three categories.
They know that they got 3 nights a week. You're gonna watch no matter what.
It's
Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. You're gonna watch football no matter who playing.
they got three categories of fans. They got the casual fan. They're just gonna watch football no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
They got fantasy football, and then they got gambling. Right.
All
So
right.
they got those. You're gonna be glued to the TV no matter what. You vested some kind of way.
Oh man, let me ask you. When you say that, let me ask you a question. Cause I watched this documentary on Netflix about Spotify.
Spotify.
Yes.
Okay.
And so the record labels get 70% of Spotify's revenue. 70%.
Uh huh.
You hear me?
Yeah.
70%.
Yep.
Now the NFL has got on board with sports gambling. What do you think their percentage?
Ooh. I don't know.
Don't answer that question. But if the NFL does get a percentage of the gambling revenue,
Uh huh.
how does that affect the integrity of the game?
You're saying if are they getting money from the books? Or are you talking about partnerships with like DraftKings, Prospects, FanDuel?
If the NFL is getting money from sports betting in any way, right? In any way,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's in the business of making money,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the NFL is going to do what's beneficial to them, the integrity of the game.
Well,
Talk about these phantom calls, these blown calls,
not
all that
really.
kind of stuff.
Not really. I'll explain to you why that's not.
Please help me.
This is for everybody out there how this works. The books is gonna make money regardless, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
if I go to any barbershop, 9 out of the 10 people in there don't know what they're talking about when it comes to any game. They have no idea what dictates the outcome of the game. Definitely to put money on. They have no
Mm-hmm.
clue. That's the first thing. So the books, I'm saying that the books is going to make money off the 90%.
Mm-hmm.
Person like myself that's been studying and everything else, I'm going to make some money, but they still going to get money out of me too.
Right.
Now, where the NFL gets pressure is when they have these bad calls, pass interference, they have the issues where these referees are dictating the game on the back end that we don't know about. It'll never be an article written about it. The books like FanDuel, DraftKings, Caesars, you better believe they are on the phone with Roger Goodell. Said, listen, if you want your product splattered all over our website, you need to get this right.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've got our customers coming to us looking at your league like it's WWE wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And so the integrity is never in question. What you got to worry about is the Donahue, these guys that are on the field making these calls, and they're running around these guys making millions of dollars. Now that's not connected to the league, but those are the rogue referees. You got to worry about that. You do got to worry about that. That's a big deal.
And that's why I bring it up. Like, 'cause all this stuff matters, man.
Yeah.
You talking about people money and gambling and like,
Yeah. Because the NFL, so the NFL and the books, the sports books, it's a automatic.
mm-hmm.
NFL is gonna get money regardless. The books gonna get money regardless. There's a guy right now betting on all this stuff I have up on my screen, somewhere, some way, stuff that you wouldn't even think about. They're betting on cricket. They're betting on martial arts. These are things that's happening internationally that we don't even know that even exist.
Right.
People bet. So the book's gonna make money regardless, and they make money off the 90%. They
Mm-hmm.
lose money to the 10%, but they make it up on the 90.
How do I get in the 10%?
It, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I tell everybody, my family, my dad turned me on to this since I was 14 years old.
Mm.
It's like going to college. You gotta, and it's not so,
It's a lot of work to it. I know.
it's a lot of work. It's not so much like sitting down looking at a game, but like, you go to the barbershop and people start arguing about it, like, oh man, he sucked. Like, I mean, but you gotta look at the number. It's the numbers that goes along with that because you don't bet on teams, you bet on numbers.
Right. And I hear you, and me and you on Prize Pick, so we've been doing our thing. But then you look at, like, hypothetically speaking, right? You looking at um Aaron Rodgers, right?
Mm-hmm.
200 yards passing over or under. Stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers. He not get more than 200 yards passing. But
Right.
then the game come and he get 197.
97. Right up against it. Or the line is the bet is 3 points and the game ends up exactly 3 points. Or the total of the game is supposed to be 60 and both teams land right on 60.
Yeah, or they get you with like Jared Goff, 1.5 touchdowns. Like, you just got to throw 2 touchdowns. Like, what?
Oh, I got one better for you.
Hey, come on, man.
I got a good one for you that's gonna kill you, man. The last week's game, Commanders and the Bears, right? The over under for quarterback for the Bears was for him to throw 13 completions.
Mm.
So you remember at the end of the game, did you think that was a completion?
Oh, yeah, well, he caught the ball, then juggled the ball, and then landed out of bounds.
So we know it definitely wasn't a touchdown
Mm.
because the referees was focused on the touchdown. They
Not a
gave him the
completion.
catch, which really wasn't a catch. Here's the swing on that. The over under was 13. That was the 14th completion.
Man. Yeah, see? Like, stuff like that. See? Stuff
That was
like
the
that.
14th completion.
Stuff like that right there. See? I
It's,
mean, and they real clever about it. I think I bring this up. I think I brought it up because I think Kirk Cousins was in one of these where he had like 1.5 touchdowns against. And they were in London,
yeah,
right? The very first drive, they scored a touchdown. He throws a touchdown pass. The very first drive.
right,
Now they're in the red zone 5 times, bro. 5 times. He don't get another touchdown pass.
right.
Come on, man. What are we doing?
So
And they hand the ball off. They kick a field goals. Like,
I
just need one more touchdown, dog. You had the whole game to get one more touchdown, and you couldn't do it.
you probably remember this Hail Mary. I think in Arizona, Arizona's playing against the Bills.
Yes.
You remember
Murray.
Murray threw that
Yes.
Hail Mary to Hopkins and he caught it over. So here's the thing.
Yes.
I'm in a weekly head-to-head pool against 8 other guys in FanDuel, right? We basically pick the best lineup and whoever has the most points win. I was in first place The guy that eventually came and beat me was in fourth place. He won the pool that week because of that Hail Mary pass because he had Murray as his quarterback, he had Hopkins as wide receiver. I lost on that one play.
Hey, since you want to talk about fantasy, man, and that kind of stuff, just know I took my first L this week.
Yeah, my son told me to bring it up to you. By the way, I'm glad you. This is perfect
Oh,
segue.
what? He did
Perfect
that?
segue.
Come on, man. He did that? Why
He
you bringing up? Why you bringing that up?
he was like Biggie. He said he praying on your downfall.
Ah, he's one of those. Come on, man. Why your boy Lamar out here tricking off fumbles and interceptions, man? Yeah. We took a rough one.
He did tell me. He told me to give you a shout. I said make sure
Took a
Eric
rough one.
talk about fantasy football on the
Hey,
podcast.
well, I got to talk about it now because I bring it up every week. Since I've been winning, I bring it up. I gotta recognize my losses too, right? Yeah, we took a L this week, man. And, I don't know, man. I might have to hit the wire, man. See if I can't make some improvement.
You gonna bring Lamar in the office and have a conversation with him?
Nah, nah. I mean, he's human. Everybody gonna have a bad game. It's okay.
Oof.
Right?
You
We've
got
been winning.
about
We've
four
been. I
quarters.
think so. We've been winning up to this week, right? And I'm not gonna say we lost this week because of him. So I can't really talk about that. I just want him to. I want him to do well. As long as he's good, I'm good. We'll try to do better next week. But I mean, the 72 Dolphins did call. I did get a call from them. They want to hear them popping corks while they're doing their little champagne thing because the undefeateds are no longer there. I get it, man. I got it.
Oh, since you talk about undefeated, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Eagles,
They're
rest
not
of
gonna
season.
run. They're not gonna run the table, but yeah, I mean they supposed to be.
You don't think they're gonna run the table?
Hell no. Nah. They're not about to go 18-0, dog.
I'm gonna
18-0.
see.
Ain't doing it.
I'm gonna see if I can put. It's got to be a bet streak out there on that somewhere where they go undefeated.
Yeah, nah. They're not gonna do it. I mean, they might get 10, they might get 12. I don't know their schedule the rest of the way, but yeah, they're gonna take a L somewhere.
Look it up because right now, let's see where the Eagles is at, and I can tell you real quick. They got the over under on the Eagles going over 13 wins right
Oh, they're gonna do that. I can see that.
now.
Now I see that barring a key injury, right? Because a key injury changes things.
You want to know the over under for us?
What 13 wins?
6. Man,
Yeah, I could see that too. We already got two. I think he could give us two more in this 4 game stretch. Yeah. Winter come back with nothing to prove and be like, we win, we don't.
I'll let you know this week. I'm close to betting on Commanders against the Packers this week. I'll let you know what I find out.
I wouldn't do it.
Now I can move the line. I can move it 8 points. So I can take it from 4.5 to 12.5. I might do that. I don't see Packers beating anybody in this league, this NFL, by more than 7 points.
Mm. I mean, I don't. I'm being optimistic. I don't see us winning the game just because the Packers can't lose 3 games straight. They just can't do that. So,
They do lose 3 games straight. You're gonna see, Rogers and Rogers fashion. You don't mind throwing nobody on the bus.
you already done started. You already done. You done already put a little salt in the wound right there. To myself, we need to simplify things. So that was the coaches. That was a shot at the coaches right there.
It's
So
how you see that.
you already sprinkle a little salt in there. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? It ain't me. It's these dudes back here.
right. You look at it. We got sympathize with things.
Yeah,
We got
dude.
sympathize with things on the
Yeah,
side.
we need to simplify some things. And the coach came back and said, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. All right, that was the best answer he could give at that moment.
Right.
I don't know what you mean by that. I'm just here so I don't get fined. So yeah, man. Like, hey, we'll see what happens this week, man. I'll be tuned in.
Yeah.
Well, my commander's gear on. Yes, sir.
We ready for it. All right, man. Oh yeah, we didn't do it early, but we gotta pay some bills. Shout out to Appliance Medic. I don't know if y'all noticed here in Charlotte, but pretty cold. The heat situation ain't in good shape.
I turn my heat on.
With boy George Webb and Compliance Medic Call. Phase Consulting Partners. Any of your small business training development, portfolio development needs, be sure to contact them. Download both for iPhone and Android.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, man, to take us home, man?
That's all I got, man. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. We appreciate the support. As always, you can join the Facebook group via the fan pub, the fans pub page or the Lifezone page on Facebook. Rate us, review us. If you get us on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review. We appreciate it. With that being said, I'm about to tune into these nets. And let me see what how many layups. What's the over under on Ben Simmons tricking his layups off? What's the over under on that?
I do know his I know his over under is 9.5 points.
That's it?
Yes,
yeah, because he don't shoot free throws well. You're right.
Yes, who took the over?
Hey man, he's gonna be the new Draymond Green, bro. Triple single.
Don't do it like that, man. Hey, listen, man.
The triple single, bro.
They're going to the finals, eh?
Ooh.
Nobody likes it. They don't want to hear me say it, but they're going to the finals.
Hey man, I you know what? When Giannis come to Charlotte, I'll make sure you're not at the arena to break a leg or roll an ankle or something. You good for sabotage. I can see that. I see the sabotage in your eyes.
You know who else agrees with me?
Who?
You know this guy right here. If he agrees with me, you know I'm on the right side. Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, right. Stephen A. Man, he the king of hot takes, bro. He got bills to pay too, so I let him ride with it. Dude got bills to pay, so I'll let him have it.
Yeah. All right, man. Tell everybody.
Peace.